Hello and welcome to the Pettoon channel. By Jesus, we've caused a stir with the other day's descriptions of Jeff's big penis rocket. If you didn't see that show, go back in time and have a look at it. It's very interesting. But NASA is going to get a hiding from a lot of woke feminist groups. Good luck to them. But here comes Ask Johnny. Yeah, Fanny. Make sure his bloody coffee's hot, for Christ's sake. G'day, Johnny, and welcome back to the Pettoon Studios, the glorious Pettoon Studios. Yeah, Fanny, make sure the coffee's hot this time. Anyway, Johnny, we've got a letter here from Henry in Rome, and the Pettoon channel is huge in Rome, let me tell you. Now, Henry says, Johnny, what's with cars these days? They all look the same. Are we too frightened to do anything individual these days? Everyone seems to play it safe. Please, tell me, Johnny, it's not all about just dollars? Signed, Henry. What do you think about that, Johnny? Yeah, I noticed that myself. All the bloody cars look the same. Everyone seems to be watching each other, and if they're going to put out a car like that, we'll put out a car just like that too. They're all doing it. Have a look at some of these. Looks just like that. And that one looks just like this. This one looks just like that. And here we go again. This one looks just like that. And that one looks just like this. And that one looks just like that. Now, tradies here in Australia, tradies are tradespeople, tradesmen. They all seem to go for the same looking vehicle. They all think they're pretty snazzy, but they all seem to look like this one. And that one looks just like this. And that one looks just like this. And that one looks just like that. What the hell is going on out there in car world? What happened to the good old design? Something that looks a little bit like this. Now, if you had a work vehicle like this, and it was made at a reasonable price, with all the new stuff in it, air conditioning and, you know, all the electronics, but looked like that, and at a fair price, wouldn't you think you'd rather go to work in that? Oh yeah, it's a bloody beauty. Yeah, I'm not talking about some old bomb with an old 4-speed gearbox and reverse, and you've got to double the clutch and things. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the interior. It would be beautiful with, you could get Bluetooth, all that bullshit, air conditioning, everything nice, seats, but it just looked like that. Wouldn't you think some of these blokes would buy it? Oh, I'd love to drive a car like that. Now, if I could buy a brand new car with all the bloody bells and whistles, and it looked like this, well, I'd certainly buy it, I reckon, rather than driving around in a car that looks like everybody else's bloody car. Yeah! And what about this one? When it drives past, everybody looks at it, says, oh, what a beautiful car. You know, but perhaps if the car makers made one like that, electric, and it had all the bells and whistles, all the Bluetooth and everything, if they, and they charged $50,000 for it, no one would buy it. Because it didn't look right. Yeah, but I can't drive around in a vehicle like that. People will look at me. Yeah, I've long harboured a dream of building a house, a little bit like a Looney Tunes house, all bright colours and sort of big gangly angles and all that sort of stuff, a little bit like this. But what trouble do you reckon I'd have from the bloody local Shire Council getting that approved? Yes, yeah, I'm hearing you. And everybody would drive past it and toot their horns and laugh at it and say, oh, that'd be a big thing, just because it was a little bit different. And I'd say to them, would you like a house that looks a bit like it's come out of the Looney Tunes? And everybody would say, oh no. Yeah, and it's a bit like fashion, Johnny. I recently saw 4 young blokes going out for a night on the town, and they got dressed up in their best duds, or what they thought were their best duds, but they all looked like this. Or that. So instead of all the cars looking the same, the 4 young blokes all wanted to look the same. Yeah! And it took them about 5 minutes to get ready. It seemed they all felt sort of fashion safe, all getting around looking the same. Now, if anyone turned up in an outfit that looks a little bit like this, which is me actually in 1977, and if one of them decided to go out looking like that, no one would bloody go near him. Yeah, Fanny, make sure the coffee's hot. Even though, to this day, I still reckon I'm looking mighty fine. Now, the thing is, Johnny, we all sort of think we're an individual, and we do things a little bit different. Yeah, I'm a bit of a rebel. But deep in our hearts, we just go along with the tribe and don't want to stand out too much. Oh yeah, Johnny, you nailed that one. But we've got another letter here, as we always do. This one's from Clint in Hollywood. Who might that be? And Clint says, Johnny, what is it with all this cryptocurrency bullshit? Can anyone just make up a currency? P.S. How is the search going looking for crypto gold nuggets with Pettoon Channel Management? Signed, Clint, Hollywood. P.S. Email me. I have contacts. Well, thank you, Clint, but we won't be needing any of that from you. And, Johnny, what do you think about this cryptocurrency bullshit? Oh, it's getting bloody ridiculous. What about Dogecoin?
Dogecoin, a cryptocurrency born out of a light-hearted joke in 2013 with no inventive endeavors, such as those of Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto, has gained 5,500% in 2021.
It happened again! Everyone on the internet is rich once again, and it's driving institutional investors and people who actively suffer from extreme FOMO nuts. Dogecoin, the cryptocurrency based on a meme that was worth literally fractions of a fraction of a percentage of a single penny back when it was...
What sort of a name is that? And apparently, if you bought some Dogecoin 10 years ago, you'd be bloody making a fortune out of it. Oh, I see. So do our government, the world governments, just go along and wait for something to happen before they act on it, or are they just going to let the whole financial system just fall into a bloody heap? Because to me, and I know it sounds incredible, but I'm no bloody financial expert, to me it seems all these currencies all intermingling are just going to fuck the whole fucking show up. You go to buy a house, you put your hand up and you get it for 44 million or whatever it'll be in the future, and say, yeah, we'll buy that one, and the auctioneer says, yeah, have you got any cryptocurrency? And you say, no. Well, you can't bloody get the house, can you? Because they're only taking cryptocurrency. Oh, Jesus, Johnny, you've done it again. Crypto gold? Oh, thanks for asking, Clint. Yes, yes. Pettoon Channel Management and I, we snuck up into the hills with our metal detector, and we crept around in the bushes, and we did get some big pings. Clint, in Hollywood. Who might that be, Clint? What are you going to say to some poor bugger in Africa, living in a cow dung hut? They do a bit of work or something for some Chinese company, and the Chinese company pays them. And they go and look at their little bank, and in that little bank, there's $1,000 worth of cryptocurrency. And the poor old African, he says, can I get the money? Oh, no, you can't get the money out, sir, but it's in your bank, and it's very safe and sound here. But again, governments are just gonna just stuff around, shuffle paper and wait for something to happen, probably a disaster, and say, oh, we've all got to act. We've got to have a G7 or a G20 or something, and we've got to work out this terrible cryptocurrency situation. I'm going to start my own currency. I might call it Toonsville or Tooncoin. Oh yeah, that's got a good ring to it, Tooncoin. And get all the PetToon channel subscribers, and there's millions of them, get them all in on this scheme so they can all make millions of dollars, and by Jesus, they'll thank me for it. So if you want to get in on this scheme, let me know. It's not going to be open for everyone, only the first few investors, and I think we're going to make a killing. I was thinking about fashion, the car industry, you know, all looking the same. And yeah, it got me thinking about different sort of cars, and here's me drawing. Yeah, now I'd buy a car that looked like that. I'd be getting around like a king, like Elvis. But that's it for today's show. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been controversy. That seems to be our middle name. And we'll be back tomorrow or the next day, whenever I can get one out. But until then, it's goodbye from the PetToon channel.